Landing gear retracted.
Funding for stolen nuclear weapon traced. The Federal
Frameshift drive charging.
Intelligence Agency has traced the funding of an illegal
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
nuclear research outpost to this Lotta system. Senior Agent Rochelle Carey provided the following details. Having successfully decrypted the outpost's communications, we have determined that Lotta Federal Holdings was financing these unregistered research projects. Several of the organization's principal figures were covertly redirecting public funds to construct portable nuclear weapons. We suspect that one of these individuals became greedy and arranged for the outpost to be raided, acquiring the prototype Lucifer device to subsequently sell on the black market. The FIA is currently questioning the Zlotto Executive Council to learn more. It is crucial that we locate the Lucifer device, which poses a serious threat to public safety. Merop Defense Initiative concludes. A military supply campaign to increase security in the Merop system has concluded successfully. Jacob Chowdhury, Defense Director of the Atlas Research Group, said, "Our gratitude to all the pilots who delivered reactive armor and military-grade fabrics. These resources will prove vital in enhancing Merop's defenses against Argoid attacks." The Atlas Research Group also helped protect traders from piracy by placing kill orders on all wanted ships in the system. Contributors to the campaign can now collect their rewards from Reed's Rest in the Merop system. Rivalry triggers conflict in Drevliada. A long-standing enmity between two military leaders has escalated into hostilities in the Drevliada system. Details were provided by freelance Warzone reporter Carleen Troy. The personal rivalry between General Kendrick of Namek Purple Brothers and Marshal Cooper of Drevliada League has lasted for years. Each frequently accuses the other of incompetence and endangering the people of Drevliada. This grudge match has now spiraled into a state of open conflict. Both Kendrick and Cooper have asked the galactic community to provide support in crushing their opponents' forces. The two factions have set out week-long campaigns to take control of the Drevliada system, which will begin on the 21st of February 3305. Defense contractor denies safety violations. The weapons manufacturer Prax Incorporated has dismissed accusations of poor safety measures in its development and testing programs. Concerns were originally raised by Adley King of the Federal Times as part of an investigation into weapons testing within inhabited sectors. CEO Lucina Prax gave this press statement. "I can assure Ms. King that my company takes every precaution when evaluating." We have never and will never ignore safety protocols. Regarding these accusations, I am aware of the claim.
Delay, Oscar Tango. This is Federal Flight Control. Request docking if you wish to land.
These names would have led to suicide.
Permission authorized. Proceed to landing pad 3-4.
Shred of evidence to support them. We act in full compliance with the most stringent industry regulations. 3304 was a record year for Prax Incorporated. The latest version of our proprietary threat recognition firmware propelled our stock to new heights, and we are developing a new system that I believe will be considered revolutionary. Week in review. Here are this week's main stories. The Federal Intelligence Agency has revealed that a nuclear weapon was taken from an unregistered outpost discovered last week, where dozens of personnel were gunned down by unknown perpetrators. The portable warhead, codenamed the Lucifer device, is believed to possess enough power to destroy an entire city. The Ambrose Foundation has confirmed that Lady Talifa Ambrose is missing, and that the family's entire fortune has been lost. Believing that Lady Talifa has been kidnapped as part of the theft, the family has employed the Wallglass Investigations Agency to locate the missing heiress. A campaign held by the Holloway Bioscience Institute to build a
2,000 meters from touchdown.
The research center has concluded successfully. The new planetary outpost will be used to study life forms identified by the galactic community. In other news, a number of priceless artifacts spanning
Landing gear deployed.
centuries of artistic history have been stolen from the Museum of Civilization on Mars. In each case, the works were replaced with the image of a winking cat. Finally, the Atlas Research Group has called for shipments of military materials to increase security in the Merib system. The initiative started with pledges from Atlas that public safety in the face of continued Argoid activity remains a priority. And those are the main stories this week. Nuclear weapons stolen. The Federal Intelligence Agency has discovered that a nuclear weapon has been taken from an unregistered outpost. Senior Agent Rochelle Carey made the following statement. Further revealing
Contact. Ship secured.
information that the outpost discovered last week confirms that it was home to unlicensed nuclear research. Personnel at the site were constructing a portable fusion warhead codenamed the Lucifer device. One operational prototype was produced, but we have failed to locate it. Our assumption is that whoever invaded the base now possesses a movable bomb with a 300 megaton yield, enough to destroy an entire city. This investigation is a top priority and we are exploring all available leads. Heiress confirmed missing. The Ambrose Foundation has confirmed that Lady Talifa Ambrose is missing, and that all of its assets have been lost. Baroness Oksana Ambrose, head of the institution, told the media, "Everything we own has been transferred from our accounts to who knows where. Emergency funds are being used to settle debts and pay staff, but essentially the Ambrose Foundation is ruined. I can only assume that vicious criminals have kidnapped Lady Talifa and tortured her into surrendering her inheritance. I have used the last of our reserves to hire the Wallglass Investigations Agency. I pray that they can locate and rescue my beloved daughter." Xeno Research Campaign ends. A campaign from the Holloway Bioscience Institute to build a Xenological Research Center has concluded successfully. Chief Researcher Dr. Roy Casimir told the media, "Thanks to Nawaru Crimson Brigent, we now have sufficient materials to build a planetary outpost where our scientists can study life forms identified by the galactic community. We are also grateful for the exploration data provided by many pilots, which will help us create a new research catalog."
Hey, how's it
Pilots
going?
who took part in the campaign can now collect their rewards from Williams Vision in the Nawaru system. Merit Defense Initiative. The Atlas Research Group has urgently requested military materials to increase security in the Merib system. Defense Director Jacob Chowdhury said, "The Thargoid presence throughout the Pleiades Nebula continues to be a major threat.
Welcome to the
reassure
party.
Public, Atlas is investing in improved defenses for the Merib system. Traders are invited to deliver reactive armor and military-grade fabrics to Reed's Rest. To help protect incoming ships from criminal elements, we have also allocated bounties to all wanted vessels in the system. The initiative begins on the 14th of February 3305 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately." Thief strikes again. A number of invaluable art treasures have been stolen from the Museum of Civilization
Good,
on Mars.
just got the game
Museum
today,
historian
just got
Dr.
the hang of
Imogen Riad
flying.
said, "The stolen pieces include Rembrandt's self-portrait with 2 circles, 17th century, Guernica by Picasso, 20th century, and Terra Absentia by Zoe Okeke, 23rd century. Each of the works was replaced with the image of a winking cat. The loss of so many cultural artifacts
Yeah, it's
is
hard, takes a bit to get
incalculable.
used
This
to.
despicable criminal should have been hunted down long ago. Culture journalist Kyoko McGrath published an alternative view in the Federal Times. High-profile crimes such as this have resulted in the winged
Have you
cat
figured
motif
out
becoming
everything?
a popular anti-establishment symbol, appearing in advertising, graffiti and music. Ironically, the calling card of an art thief is now itself a culturally significant
You
work
sure
of
that
art.
we can play together?
Week in review. Here are this week's main stories. A Federal Navy vessel has discovered an unregistered outpost with all occupants murdered. According to the Federal Intelligence Agency, early evidence suggests the outpost was dedicated to advanced nuclear research. The Ambrose Foundation, a multi-billion credit institution, has lost its entire fortune, prompting security services to investigate a possible data hack. Family heiress Lady Talifa Ambrose has also disappeared, fueling fears of abduction by those responsible for the loss of her inheritance. Meanwhile, a commodity drive to revive technology company Supertech has ended successfully. Scorpio Devorro, the company's CEO, announced that the efforts had brought the company back from the brink and secured its future. In other news, President Gibson Kincaid has used Nova Imperium to illustrate potential threats to the Alliance. Kincaid argued that the rise of such radical movements demonstrated how the other superpowers might turn against the Alliance. Finally, Dr. Roy Casimir, of the Holloway Bioscience Institute, has announced plans to build a research center focusing on new life forms discovered by the galactic community. Dr. Casimir said the development of the Codex had led to a number of xenological discoveries, and that the Institute intended to construct a dedicated scientific facility to analyze these life forms. And those are the main stories this week. Ambrose Foundation bankrupted overnight. The family-run Ambrose Foundation, a multi-billion credit
Ship released. Follow the greens on your way out.
institution has lost its entire
Landing gear retracted.
fortune in a single day. Business analyst Marlon Royce reported on Vox Galactica. The Ambrose Foundation combines the wealth of several centuries-old royal and noble houses. It is primarily involved in corporate investment and occasional charity work. All of it changed abruptly when its accountants announced the loss of 100% of all assets, worth nearly 300 billion credits. Inexplicably, everything the Foundation owned has been liquidated and transferred to anonymous accounts at banks scattered throughout the galaxy. Local security services are investigating a possible data hack, but of greater concern is the disappearance of family heiress Lady Talifa Ambrose. Something...
Make way for oncoming traffic. Restrict your speed.
She has been kidnapped and forced to provide authorization codes to her colossal inheritance. Secret research outpost attacked. A Federal Navy vessel has reported the discovery of an unregistered outpost with all occupants murdered, following a response to an automatic distress signal. The incident is being investigated by the Federal Intelligence Agency. Senior Agent Rochelle Carey made the following statement. This remote lunar base was designed to prevent detection, and yet it has been located and invaded by unknown forces who chose to gun down its inhabitants. It appears access codes were used to bypass security systems, as there are no signs of forced entry. Initial findings suggest the outpost was dedicated to advanced nuclear research. This may have been a targeted attack in order to steal a power source, a weapon, or valuable data. We are conducting a thorough examination of the site and expect to learn more soon. Supertech initiative concludes. A commodity drive to revive technology company Supertech has ended successfully, with large numbers of materials being delivered. Scorpio Devorro, CEO of Supertech.
Friendship drive
Safe
charging.
travels, Commander.
Announced.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We are immensely grateful to Lexi October for her timely investment, to the People's Popular Progressive Party for organizing the campaign, and to all the traders who delivered these commodities. This has brought the company back from the brink and secured our future. Business
Orbital flight engaged.
analysts have suggested that adding Supertech to her investment portfolio reveals Lexi October's ambitions to break into the lucrative personal computer market. Contributors to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Stone Enterprise in the Rack-Capula system. Campaign for new Xeno Research Center.
Frameshift drive charging.
Dr. Roy Casimir of the Holloway Bio...
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Science Institute has announced plans to construct a research center focusing on new life forms discovered by the galactic community. The development of the Codex has led to a number of xenological discoveries. Our aim is to construct a dedicated scientific facility to analyze these incredible life forms.
Frameshift drive charging.
We therefore request quantities of cobalt, indium, and tantalum to be delivered to Williams Vision in the now...
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Log system. In addition, we ask pilots to provide us with exploration data, which will form the core of our xenological research catalog. Now, while the Crimson Bridge End has agreed to fund the initiative and reimburse contributing pilots, the initiative
just trying to make money and pick what to do.
And will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Kincaid raises concerns after Nova Imperium. President Gibson Kincaid has sought to illustrate potential threats to the Alliance, highlighting isolationist group Nova Imperium as an example. Speaking to the Alliance Tribune, President Kincaid said, "The rise of such radical beliefs demonstrates how quickly the other superpowers might turn against us. Had the recent military conflict ended differently, the Empire would have callously abandoned humanity's united struggle against the Thargoid threat. All other leaders are looking elsewhere, pretending Nova Imperium never happened. But I have the courage to give a voice to our people's fears. The Alliance must prepare to stand alone against any aggressor, whether human or alien." Prime Minister Edmund Mahone later released a brief response. "I remind President Kincaid that his focus should be on diplomatic duties, as agreed by the Assembly. Inter-superpower cooperation against the Thargoids remains unchanged, and the Empire's internal politics do not concern the Alliance." Celebrity admits to faking disappearance. The actor Consuela Knight, who recently vanished from her private yacht along with its crew, has been located at a luxury retreat. An anonymous reporter told independent newsfeed The Sovereign. Consuela Knight was spotted alive and well at the Skyglow Havens on the Ria Archipelago, where she had been living under a false identity. When challenged, Miss Knight admitted that her
I really
disappearance
like
was
it.
in fact an elaborate hoax. Fearing that her career was fading, she arranged her mysterious disappearance.
I'll send you a friend request soon, just eating dinner.
And supply routes meant the nanomeds would soon be available to the galactic community. Hadrian Augustus Stefan has broadcast a message following the purge of isolationist group Nova Imperium.
Yeah, man, no rush. Oh, I'm gonna miss it. There we go. I put my headset on just so it's a little easier. I didn't really feel like being my peppy 110 self today, so kind of kept it off and just left the visuals. But yeah, I've just kind of figured out a little bit of everything. I haven't really battled. Well, I have actually. I've done it in the training, which is pretty hard to finish all of them. But I haven't done any fighting in this. I read that you don't really want to do that. I've been trying to like trade and do like carrier deliveries and explore and scan things. Right now I'm going to go mine for water. So if you don't know how, this is one of the mentor, so they do kind of give you training, but they don't really train you in how to get to each training thing. But if you read each message they give you, it kind of gives you a rough way to go. And I like it though. It's fun. It's realistic, right? I feel like I'm actually like Han Solo. I'm like a space contractor, you know? Okay, so now we can safely disengage. Let's get closer there.
Yeah, I got stuck on the advanced combat, keep dying.
Yeah, dude, it took me, I don't even know how many times to finish the advance. You okay, kitty? Little hairball? Yeah, it took me quite a bit. Like, I was actually getting super frustrated,
I did the
man.
rest okay.
Same, yeah. My game wasn't fully installed, so I only had like the 2 training missions to do for a bit. But yeah, I definitely got the hang of it after a while.
An initiative from Vitadine Labs to award a distribution license to a pharmaceutical company has now concluded. Professor Patrian Hook announced, thanks to many hard-working traders, both the medical industries and the Vandermeer Corporation received enormous quantities of advanced medicines, computer components and auto fabricators. We are evaluating each company's ability to manufacture the nanomedicines, and we will award the contract shortly.
I was reading somewhere that the guy's like, oh, sell your pulse lasers in the beginning, but everything you start with is loaned. So you actually don't get any credits for it, so... Ooh, some sulfur, eh? So I need water, but I kept on mining it, and I had a refinery in my thing, and it kept on, I guess, refining it, so... I don't know. I don't know if this counts. Oh... Now I need a refinery. Oh, damn. I'm so confused. I thought I could still... No. I feel so dumb right now.
Utopia condemns approval of Vitadine nanomedicines. The decision of the Interstellar Health
Not comply.
Organization, IHO, to approve Vitadine Labs' nanomedicines
Damn, dude.
has been condemned by Utopia. Singuru Pranavantal made this statement.
Actually, we might as well go to the Cleve hub, because that's where my refinery is now.
This is why we do not share our advancements with the
What you
galaxy.
getting water for?
Independent healthcare
For a trade mission. But see, I was misunderstanding it. See, I think I have to keep on mining until my refinery actually makes 1 water unit. I thought that when I was grabbing the water, I thought that that was 1 unit and that my refinery was making it into something else. That's why it wasn't counting. Because I kept on coming here, I would grab a water unit and then I'd go back to the Cleve hub, or sorry, McMahon Dock, sorry. McMahon Dock, whatever. And it wouldn't let me finish the mission. So I think I actually have to sit there and mine until I refine 1 water. That's what I've been misunderstanding. It's my first... See, I'm doing the actual training. See, Trade Mentor. Those are the missions that you want to look for. It will tell you, and like... I don't know if you've been following. Sorry to talk to you like you're kind of dumb. But when you get these missions, kind of like the first one... So yeah, this is like from the beginning. Commander, there's 4 mentors available to give you further instructions. If you wish to learn about trade, visit the Cleve hub and, you know, Ervate, whatever you pronounce it. For combat, go to Flint Station in Poyota, right? So I've been kind of going to each of those, and there's like a mentor mission, and it gives you like pretty kind of like step-by-step of how to do each aspect of the game.
Which operates exclusively within federal space, have both been invited to compete for a
So now I have to go and frickin' all the way back, get my refinery. There it is. Of course, it's on the other side of the...
negatively impacting many businesses. A memorial service to honor Knight's career is planned, but has been overshadowed by rumors of abductions.
That is it like No Man's Sky? Like that definitely means it's gonna take 1 year in real life time to get there if I let it just go like this.
Independent pilots delivered large quantities of raw materials, which will be used to build a Norbis starport in the Stumayev GY D7561 system.
Okay, I'll try the mining one too.
Scientific research. gathering data on the supermassive black hole at the galaxy's center. And those are the main stories this week. The fall of Nova Imperium. Security forces across the Empire have carried out a coordinated purge of the isolationist group Nova Imperium. Political journalist Cassia Carvalho reported.
I wish it was VR. That would be really cool if it was VR.
The beginning of a coordinated massacre. Nova Imperium members are being put to death.
Oh, that's why, because I have my scoop out. Oh, no wonder we were going slow there. Jesus.
The isolationist core.
And I was trying to boost circles to give yourself a little bit of a boost. You can go a little bit faster.
Has simply been playing for time, allowing Senator Patrios to position his agents for a simultaneous strike. With this show of strength, the Emperor has done much to
I end up buying a Cobra, MK3, whatever, Cobra. Yeah, do not buy it for traveling. I couldn't even jump to like this, to the Cleve Hub. I couldn't even get out of the system I was in. Who's this guy?
But with the organization's power base destroyed, it no longer poses a threat to the Imperial throne.
Frameshift drive charging.
Blood on the Senate floor.
I'm playing online. It says start solo, but I honestly don't think I've seen anybody online. I think
Political journalist Cassia Carvalho was at the scene.
yeah, this is the only person I've ever seen speak online. I'm pretty sure all these guys are just
No, the quest was in the mail. I'm still in there.
Patrios executed the Imperator with his personal sidearm.
Sidewinder.
The Imperial Guard opened fire.
Yeah, I still got the Sidewinder too, yeah. I went back. I'm gonna get the Hull or the Adder, I think, for 82,000. I have enough money. I have like 200 grand right now. Make sure you check all like the mission. Whoa, why is this thing taking so long to charge?
I have since heard reports of mass arrests.
4, 3, 2.
That was weird.
Further public executions across Capital. The rumor is that Patrios placed agents among Nova Imperium strongholds, which are now being eliminated from within.
I'm mad. I wonder, because if you can buy Frontier points, I wonder if it shares through all your profiles, because yeah, I end up doing that, and I wasted all my money freaking on that MK, so I just end up starting a new one quickly. I didn't even do that much, but I hope I'm able to still keep my skin that I bought, you know, for my other file, for this file. Normally I have my Spotify playing too, but because I'm broadcasting it doesn't play, so I definitely recommend that, having like a playlist beside you. I read that online too. Because I mean everything is typed anyways eventually, right? Everything's dialogue, so. And then I have these when you go to like to the Galnet. If you just go here, you could just sit there and play them all instead of reading it. As long as you just go in there, any station you visit, it will have all the news on there. And if you just push play,
it's account only, not across all.
Damn. But I'm using my same account though, right? Like I'm still using my same account, and then like I'm hooked up to the, because anytime you go to buy something, it goes to like Elite Dangerous's like website. So hopefully like that just saves you under your one, but maybe you know better. Hopefully I haven't checked yet. I'll check when I go to like an outfitter. I mean, I seen that you can go on planets too, right? I haven't went on any planets yet. I wish you could just, you know.
Campaign meets its target earlier than planned. The campaign will end immediately.
I wish they made like a second one of this. They upgraded it so you could actually like get out of your ship or something. It doesn't have to be as like in depth as No Man's Sky where you're sitting there mining or something, but at least you can maybe customize your guy. And I thought it was going to be a little bit like that, but
Disintegrations
That's kind of what they show in the trailer.
Said that sales of customized luxury yachts, such as Miss Knights, have plummeted. Cruise bookings with astrogated tours are being cancelled, while commercial operators have reported a drop in passenger numbers. Plans are underway for a memorial service to honor Consuelo Knight's career. But her real legacy is the fear that her
Yeah, I'm trying. See, I don't get that. Sometimes I pass it. I don't know why. I was in the blue. My engine just goes like full blast.
I started on a planet.
You started on a planet? How did you start on a planet? Did you buy the expansion pack? Do you have the expansion Horizons as well? That's probably why.
We suspect that one of these individuals became greedy and arranged for the outpost to be raided, acquiring the prototype Lucifer device to subsequently sell on the black market. The FIA is currently questioning the Zlotto Executive Council to learn more. It is crucial that we locate the Lucifer device.
You know about scanning, right? Like this. Yeah, see, that's probably why you started Horizons, right? I don't have that yet. I'm gonna buy it, I think. But if you don't know how to scan, sorry, but you can do this with the D scanner, and then you have to be going. Whoa, you have to be in this mode, like in a super cruise, and then you can hold triangle and then R1, and then you'll come to this, your FSS scanner. If you don't know. And see, I already have all the bodies though, 12 out of 12 bodies. If you didn't use the D scanner, like when you hold R2, it will tell you to push X when you're in here to do that anyway. So I just always do it like that. But I'm pretty sure you get money for these as well. So you have your right thumbstick and you have to kind of try to, it's your tuner. So you have to try to find it. When your ring goes like that, and you zoom in with L2 and R2. And yeah, if you discover all the planets and then you bring them to some like research stations, you'll get mad money, like 100 grand I've been getting for like some of these, right? So it's definitely one of the better ways so far that I've learned to make money.
Cool.
And when you're on the ground, did you start like in a ship? Like in a tank or something, like a ground unit did you start on? Or like are you able to walk on the ground or no? Just in a ship, in a vehicle?
The weapons manufacturer Prax Incorporated has dismissed accusations of poor safety measures in its development.
Delays. Oscar Tango. Federal Flight Control Channel open. Observe docking protocols if you wish to land.
Concerns were originally raised by Adley King of the Federal Times.
That's gonna suck, man. I definitely have to get the DLCs if I want to play with you. I'm probably gonna, I'm gonna hold you back from doing a lot of cool new things in the DLCs because I don't have it. Right?
Like a moon base.
We have never and will never ignore safety
Got you.
protocols. Regarding these accusations, I am aware of the claims being made, but have yet to see a single shred of evidence to support them.
Oh yeah, we better ask for docking request.
Landing permission granted. You are clear for approach to pad 3-1.
3304 was a record year for Prax Incorporated, the latest version of our proprietary threat recognition.
Look, I just bought an auto dock. So now it's gonna auto dock for me. That's amazing. Now I don't have to worry about that. This is all by itself. I'm not even touching it.
But still in a ship, didn't see a walk function.
Was taken from an unregistered outpost discovered last week, where dozens of personnel were gunned down by unknown perpetrators. The portable walk.
Yeah, I don't think there's a walk function yet. But it would be cool. Look at this. This is awesome. Auto dock. It's so much easier. You have to buy a special piece though.
been stolen from the Museum of Civilization on
Okay.
In this case, the works were replaced with the image of a winking cat. Finally, the Atlas Research Group has called for shipments of military materials to increase security in the Merib system. The initiative started with pledges from Atlas that public safety...
Unfortunately, I'm going to be getting rid of that auto dock for the refinery.
Stories this week. Nuclear weapons stolen. The Federal Intelligence Agency has discovered that a nuclear weapon has been taken from an unregistered outpost.
And my phone died.
Agent Rochelle Carey made the following statement. Further examination of the outpost discovered last week confirms that it was home to unlicensed nuclear research. Personnel at the site were constructing a portable fusion warhead codenamed the Lucifer device. One operational prototype was produced, but we have failed to locate it. Our assumption is that whoever invaded the base now possesses a movable bomb with a 300 megaton yield, enough to destroy an entire city. This investigation is a top priority and we are exploring...
I should have one already. Actually.
Heiress confirmed missing. The Ambrose Foundation has confirmed that Lady Talifa Ambrose is missing, and that all of its assets have been lost. Baroness Oksana Ambrose, head of the institution, told the media, "Everything we own has been transferred from our accounts to who knows where. Emergency funds are being
There
used
it
to
is.
settle debts and pay staff.
I might get that in bad at landing LOL.
I can only assume that vicious criminals
Yeah.
Lady Talifa and tortured
If you have the room for it and you don't, you know, for sure.
have used the last of our reserves to hire the Wall Glass Investigations Agency. I pray that they can locate and rescue my beloved daughter." Legal research campaign.
Actually.
Campaign from the Holloway Bioscience Institute to build an enological research center has concluded successfully. Chief researcher Dr. Roy Cassimir told the media, "Thanks to Nawaru Crimson Bridge End, we now have sufficient materials to build a planetary outpost where our scientists can study life forms identified by the galactic community. We are also grateful for the exploration data provided by many pilots, which will help us create a new research catalog. Pilots who took part in the campaign can now collect their rewards from Williams' vision in the Nawaru system." Merib Defense Initiative. The Atlas Research Group has urgently...
Alright. I'm going to get rid of my pulse. I mean, I don't plan on fighting. I actually got a trophy the other day. I was sitting there and I guess a pirate tried to attack me and I was in Super Cruise, so it's like it went into like this kind of like, not cinematic, but it was telling me to escape from it. So I did. I escaped from it. It showed this blue little marker, and I went to it and I escaped and I got a trophy.
Landing coupler disengaged. Clear for departure.
Thief strikes again. A number of invaluable art treasures have been stolen from the Museum of Civilization. Historian Dr. Imogen Riek said, "The stolen piece
Okay.
is Rembrandt's self-portrait with two circles, 17th century, Guernica by Picasso, 20th
I have 13
century,
hours.
Terra Absentia by Zoe Okagi, 23rd century. Each of the works was replaced with the image of a winking cat. The loss of so many cultural artifacts is incalculable. This despicable criminal should have been hunted down long ago." Culture journalist Kyoko McGrath published an
Frameshift drive charging.
alternative view in the Federal Times.
Sounds
High
fun
control.
LOL, right gonna add you, I'll be on in an hour.
Alright, man. Sounds great.
Programs such as this have resulted in the winking cat motif becoming a popular anti-establishment symbol, appearing in advertising, graffiti and music. Ironically, the calling card of an art thief is now itself a cultural
Orbital flight engaged.
significant work of art. Week in review. Here are this week's main stories. A Federal Navy vessel has discovered an unregistered outpost with all occupants murdered. According to the Federal Intelligence fortune, prompting security services to investigate a possible data hack. Family heiress Lady Talifa Ambrose has also disappeared, fueling fears of abduction by those responsible for the loss of her inheritance. Meanwhile, a commodity drive to revive technology company Supertech has ended successfully. Scorpio Devorro, the company's CEO, announced that the efforts had brought the company back from the brink and secured its future. In other news, President Gibson Kincaid has used Nova Imperium to illustrate potential threats to the Alliance. Kincaid argued that the rise
What are you
of
doing?
radical movements demonstrated how the other
Uh-huh.
superpowers might turn against the Alliance. Finally, Dr. Roy Casimir,